North Korea warns US will not escape its greatest disaster after hydrogen bomb test. North Korea has warned the US it faces the greatest disaster if President Donald Trump continues to provoke the rogue nation. Dictator Kim Jong-un on Sunday ordered a hydrogen bomb test, calling it a perfect success and a meaningful step in completing the country's nuclear weapons program. President Trump swiftly lashed out on Twitter, saying any moves to appease the country will not work. North Korea has conducted a major nuclear test. Their words and actions continue to be very hostile and dangerous to the United States, President Trump wrote. North Korea is a rogue nation which has become a great threat and embarrassment to China, which is trying to help but with little success. South Korea is finding, as I have told them, that their talk of appeasement with North Korea will not work. They only understand one thing. In retaliation, North Korea issued a statement saying US imperialists will not be able to avoid the greatest disaster if the Asian nation is awkwardly provoked. The Korean Central News Agency said, if the US imperialists awkwardly provoke the DPRK, they would not be able to escape from the greatest disaster. Do not forget even a moment that sharp ultramodern strike means aim at the US. This is a severe warning of Songun Korea. And Korea launches sixth nuclear test. The war of words comes hours after a large earthquake that appeared to be man-made was detected near the North's known nuclear test site, indicating that the reclusive country had conducted its sixth nuclear test. The Korean Central News Agency said the test, which took place at 1:30 p.m. AEST, was carried out to examine and confirm the accuracy and credibility of its technology. Several national geological agencies detected unusual seismic activity near the location of Pyongyang's previous tests in the country's northeast at around that time. The White House said President Trump will meet with his national security team on North Korea today. Nuke test causes tremors. The United States Geological Survey detected an explosion with a magnitude of 6.3. Japan concluded the tremors detected in North Korea were a nuclear explosion, marking the sixth atomic test by Pyongyang since 2006. Tremors caused were at least 10 times as powerful as the last time Pyongyang exploded an atomic bomb a year ago, the Japan Meteorological Agency, JMA, said. The Korea Meteorological Administration estimated that the nuclear blast yield of the presumed test was between 50 to 60 kilotons, or 5 to 6 times stronger than the North Korea's test in September 2016. Rising tensions. Tensions on the Korean peninsula have been high since last month when North Korea threatened to launch missiles into the sea near the strategically located U.S. Pacific territory of Guam after Trump said Pyongyang would face fire and fury if it threatened the U.S. More, what would a war in Korea look like? U.S. President Trump and Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe spoke by phone and said that in face of an escalating situation with North Korea that close cooperation between their countries and with South Korea was needed, Abe told reporters. It is absolutely unacceptable if North Korea did force another nuclear test, and we must protest strongly, Mr. Abe said. President Trump told Mr. Abe that the United States, as an ally, was 100% with Japan, Deputy Chief Cabinet Secretary Yasutoshi Nishimura told reporters. Japan also raised the prospect of further sanctions against the isolated North, with Chief Cabinet Secretary Yoshihide Suga saying curbs on its oil trade would be on the table. South Korea said North Korea's defiant test should be met with the strongest possible response, including new UN Security Council sanctions to completely isolate the country. China's foreign ministry called on Pyongyang to stop its wrong actions. The ministry said in a statement that China resolutely opposed and strongly condemned North Korea's actions and urged the country to respect UN Security Council resolutions. Under third-generation leader Kim,